do Melang Sanbonani, what the hell is going on? My name is Rapture and welcome to Camp with Campus Canvas, where we share the kind of info that helps you be a better you in what you do. And without further ado, is a degree still relevant in 2020? Now that's got to be a scary question to hear, especially if you're currently enrolled in a course. You've probably been thinking about it, especially when you look at how things have dramatically changed recently. I mean, back then in the 80s and 90s, it used to be pretty easy to, sort of set out your life or plan your life, right? Because you knew you go to school, and after you go to school, you get yourself a qualification in varsity. After that, you get yourself a nice stable job at a good firm, and after that, you get yourself a nice retirement package. But now, recently, we've got overnight millionaires from forex trading and social media popularity. It's crazy. The kind of jobs that are coming out right now, it's got to make you wonder, how relevant is a degree right now? We're gonna cover what classifies as a millionaire in South Africa, how many millionaires we have in South Africa, what it is that they studied, and from there we're gonna try and deduce the relevance of a qualification or a degree in 2020. So before that though, let's test your wits with Campus Quiz. Campus Quiz is sponsored by Canvas Graphics, which is a media company that specializes in all things branding and marketing. Today's question: some months have 31 days. How many have 28? To repeat, some months have 31 days. How many have 28? Please write your answers in the comment section. And make sure that you do like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button so that you get to be notified when the next video does come out, because we're gonna have our answer in the next video. And revealing the answer from last video, the question was, how many birthdays does the average South African have? Answer: 1. It's only 1. Everyone only has 1 birthday. The ones that we celebrate after that are just celebrating the same day. Yeah, and back to the task at hand. Is a degree still relevant in 2020? Here. Well guys, let's consider this fact. There is a huge leap in technology every 6 to 12 months. Now that's a bit of a scary thought for me if I happen to be studying something like IT. Now, it takes about 3 years to complete the IT degree, right? And if there's a huge leap in technology every 6 to 12 months, how outdated is the knowledge that I actually have by the time I graduate? But not only that, it takes about 2.5 to 3 months to get a course accredited and or approved by SAQA, the South African Qualifications Authority. If you ask me,
that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
But I guess no one's asking me how. Alright, so what classifies as a millionaire in South Africa? WealthX released a report on South Africa's wealthiest individuals. And according to them, a millionaire is somebody who has net assets worth 14 million rand or more. This classification also allows them to be millionaires in terms of dollars. Personally, I think you're a millionaire if you have net assets worth 2 million rand or more.
So do you, boo-boo? Do you?
But another interesting fact is that to be in the top 10% of earners in South Africa, you need only have a salary of 7,313. But if you have a salary of 15,000 or more, then you're propelled into the top 3% of South Africa's earners. So maybe we should stick to their OG classification of a millionaire. And maybe we should also consider upping our standards as a country. But still.
Do you, boo-boo? Do you?
So how many millionaires do we have in South Africa? Well, we have a population of 58.78 million people, and 39,200 of those people are high net worth individuals, as in they are the millionaires. That translates to less than 1% of our population that falls into the millionaire status, or stratosphere. stratosphere. I think I like that. In fact, it's less than 0.5. The actual figure is even closer to 0.1% of our, and even that's being generous.
This is crazy. This is nuts.
But anywho, what did they study? Now, 68% of these high net worth individuals have an undergraduate degree, while 27% of them have a postgraduate degree. You know, that's your master's honors or whatever. But only 5% of them managed to amass their millions with just a matric. In other words, our Casper Vests and other musicians in this country are extreme outliers in terms of these stats. The highest field of study was law, which saw about 28% of these individuals graduating there. 19% was in the finance and economics field, while 10% studied accounting and 7% did medicine. These are really interesting numbers coming from the people we sort of aspire to become, right? So, what is the relevance of a degree in 2020? Well, let's look at it this way. Your salary, if it is 1,159 or more, puts you in the top half of the population in terms of earning. I don't know if that's sinking in, but like, that's kind of alarming because it's only 1,100, guys. Qualifications that were earned by then the millionaires also fall into the top 12 highest paying jobs in South Africa. Our current unemployment rate is sitting at 29% due to inadequate education and lack of productivity. But there's also a 31% unemployment rate among graduates up to the age of 24. Basically, this is due to the mismatch between their aspirations and the employment opportunities that are available to them. So, how relevant is the qualification? It is very relevant. Yes, it is relevant if you are trying to get into one of those top 12 highest paying jobs, so to speak. If you are going into anything, medicine, engineering, economics, law, accounting, all of those things, those are the kind of things that really still require a qualification. They still say you still require a qualification for things like sales and such, but it's becoming less and less prevalent. But if you're trying to be a creative, then maybe you don't need a qualification so badly. So that's your line of, you know, rapping, singing, dancing, even design, things that you can now learn online. We're living in a digital world, guys, right about now, so information is really readily available for almost anything that you want to get into. It's just going to be really hard for you to prove any of that knowledge if, let's say, you're trying to get into medicine. It's not going to be easy to learn medicine from a flippant YouTube video as opposed to, you know, graphic design, for instance. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something at least. Holla back with a like if you did enjoy it. Holla back with a share so that people can get this video and this knowledge. Holla back with a comment. Let me know how I can possibly make things better. Remember, you can, I can, we can with Camp Can.